Hey Conan fans, this is Matt. I'm back at it. Conan Exiles. It's been a while since, well, not that long. It's been a couple of days, I think, since I recorded anything. Um, got a lot of stuff done on off camera. I wanted to start this. Well, I got a couple plans for today. We gotta continue where we left off with our what I called the postscript. We're gonna have to head over to the Relic Hunter City and have a little chat with somebody. And while we're over there, we might as well hit up that silver mine because that's on our list of dungeons that we're capable or we should be able to get through. Um, where's it at? Yeah, Scorpion Den. That's level 45, and we're already on level 50. So I mean that should be a challenge without being impossible. But first, before we get there, this is going to be. I learned a lesson in the last video. I definitely think it's better if I can chop the some of the boring bits out just by pausing the recording, rather than going through a whole editing process. So I'm going to edit out a lot of our trip over there. But before we leave, I have done some upgrades on the building. I haven't done a lot of building. I did more decorating. But remember when I left last time, we were upgrading the shrine, and as you can see, it's complete. I'm starting to think maybe I should have left the extra high ceilings because the spider's legs are kind of into the ceiling bits, but that's all right. Didn't have to be perfect. Anyway, I'm going to start off by a quick run through of a few of the decorative things and functional things that I've added to the home base. Um, Once I get outside, I'll be able to pause it then. Then I'm going to go ahead and move forward a little bit. I'm going to travel to the Relic Hunter City. I can't remember the name of it, which will be a little bit of a trek. So I don't know. I might start recording somewhere along the line if something if I cross something interesting. Otherwise, I'll just start recording when I get back over there to keep this from being another long 3-hour video. I think the last handful of videos have been a little pithier, a little shorter, and a little easier to consume. I'm hoping so, anyway. And then we'll definitely record the whole dungeon crawl in the silver mine, plus our conversation with the person of interest. Anyway, I have cleaned out my inventory. I put away everything I can. I think most of the stuff I'm carrying is essential. I took just a few items of food. I managed to squirrel away everything else. It was rotting like crazy. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab another bite of that. Probably. Ooh, I need to fill up my water while I'm up here. I have a little bit of a plan on how I want to showcase this. So we're starting off here in the temple. I started to replace the foundation with what is essentially dark ice material, and I think it matches the coloration of our shrine pretty well. It's a little light, but it's certainly better than the sandstone looking stuff. At some point, this entire building will be replaced, unless I find another ingredient that I like better. And so I created a little box to store. This is the material I need to build this stuff. It's going to take a long time to consume it, but I'll give you a nice view of our lovely shrine. As far as the functional parts of the shrine, we can make silk. I have no idea what a zathite bag is, but if we need 5 of those plus our venom purified blood to create extract. You can build a statue of Zath, which I have done, and I'll show you mine. It's just a tiny little shrine, traditional shrine, the kind of thing that it's kind of a primitive statue that just kind of displays this is where this god is worshipped. And I already built some Zathite daggers. They're going to be my backup daggers right now. They're actually pretty good. They're 27. They're just a little bit weaker than my current daggers, I believe. They are hallowed though, as well as offering bleed damage. My current daggers are ancient daggers, which I built to replace the steel daggers I was using. That was long overdue. So these are 28. They're just 1 point better than those religious ones. And it has bleed damage. So this time I won't have to worry about my weapons wearing out in the middle of combat. Still got Eye of the Watcher. It's about 50% durability, and I haven't been able to fix it or repair it, so it might be stuck where it is. I also picked up Blade of the Adventurer in the last, I think, playthrough. That was one of the trophies we got from beating some boss monster. It's another legendary weapon and it has cripple. Cripple. That's the big two-bladed, the two-handed sword we were using. I fixed the pickaxe, but it's basically in backup mode. I have hardened steel developed now, so I have hardened steel hatchet and a hardened steel pick to deal with the wood cutting and stone picking stuff, and I still got our Hurricanian bow, which is still better than any of the other bows I've been able to build, and stuck with the steel skinning knife until we upgrade those. In the inventory, let's see, what else did I? We got 13 of those spider things. They haven't been all that effective. I don't. The spider just kind of crawls around. Oh, and I also replaced the sickle with the hardened steel sickle, but there's no real place for it in my inventory right now, so I'm just kind of leaving it in there. There's our pickaxe and the steel cleaver. So these are as needed. I can always swap them out with that. Um, Otherwise, yeah, everything's been kind of organized. Um, Good stuff. Okay, so let's do a quick pass through the camp. I've already decided I'm going to put the. We're getting to the point where I need to start thinking what I'm going to place next for the, what is it called, the Wheel of Pain. I think this would be an excellent place to put the Wheel of Pain. That creates our thralls. Since I haven't done that yet, this is actually a pretty wide open space. If possible, this is where I'm planning on placing it if we have enough space. I built a lot of little decorative things essentially, and this is one of the things I added. Is kind of a defensive shield from above in case they throw rocks down on us. Didn't do anything in here. I haven't replaced the well yet. Everything in here is the same as it was the last video. I'm just going to highlight what new things I've done instead of showing you a bunch of the old stuff. Garden's still going strong. As far as workstations go, I haven't added any new workstations. I mean, I added little decorative touches here and there on the outside, little awning there, and I think I added a wall hanging, a tapestry up here. Um, Other than that, I haven't done anything with the workstations. And as far as, let's see, we'll get to the outside area. This is still burning away, burning away. This is done now. I burnt through all of the iron. Might as well throw this in here. And this is still, yeah, still plugging away on the brick making. Actually, these are both making both the original bricks as well as the hardened bricks. It's doing one then the other. Well, now it's all in the hardening portion. But anyway, let's see. Nothing new out there. Nothing new in here. Or in that wing. Oops. I'm getting backwards. Let's see, inside. Nothing new here from last time. Actually, we don't need to go in there either. I haven't done anything different from what I've done before. I found homes for the. I put the carpet up here in the master bedroom. I found a home for these little plants. I put one of them on the lower one as well, on the lower porch area. Kind of popped them around in different places throughout. I guess one of them ended up in the dining hall. Nothing up here. I didn't put any. Still haven't furnished this stuff. I have a lot of furnishing to do. So one of the last things I did last night, before I wrapped up, was I finally figured out a way to create the horizontal elevator, which is what they call it. I knew that I could, if I angled this thing a little bit, it actually worked out pretty well. I had some issues with height. The height on here was basically what I thought it would be, but over there I had to do some adjusting to get it to kind of do what I wanted it to. So we're going to go ahead and take this over there. Haven't done anything over there. Not sure exactly what I want it to be, but I just thought it seemed the logical next step. There's nothing else to go over here. This could be an entrance, it could be an emergency exit, it could be just a tower. I mean, you'd have to climb to get up on top of this stupid thing. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this space, but there is a one bush here. If I build a one foundation over, the bush disappears. So if I intend to, want to keep the bush around, I don't know. I might just have this be like the safe room, like if the fortress gets overrun, this is where we run to, that kind of deal. But anyway, the next place I wanted to show was down here, so I might as well just use this as my segue. So last time I had already done something different up here. I put the little skull warning thing. Well, I decided, that wasn't enough. I decided, heck with it. Let's just block this off entirely with the palisades here. You can't even get through here. Can't climb over it. I mean, you can, but it's kind of pain. It's actually, I created this. This is really the only way to get over there now is to climb this little bit. So I blocked off our desert access, so no more road. I'll show you kind of why I did that. So I added both. I found some new tents and I built some new stuff, and I needed to place them somewhere. So I put these three guys here as the little warnings of, do not go this way. This is your last warning. So I found this tent, which is kind of cool. This is the one we had before. This is the one we had before, but I had to move him around a little, so he was kind of over here. Now I moved him back this direction to make space, and it created too much space. This guy couldn't go back any farther. This is as far up that hill I could put it with it before it got graphic interface problems. So it has to go either there or somewhere over there, and that didn't work as well. Part of it was because of where these posts are. This is about the least annoying placement of the little sail posts. Over here I added that little overhang again. This is just a little livestock pen area, but this is kind of a big tent. Then I had this little tent here with I put the rug on here with the pillows, so I'm going to have somebody, lounging there. Somebody delicate probably. And another little tent which maybe has some kind of a merchant or some visitor there. I put a fur blanket down next to the fire. I put the stone bench thing up here and put some other little decorative things, including a chair on it. Over here I added one of those little overhangs. Added another tent. This would be like a merchant stall. A merchant would sit under here with his little table out there, and and so in the original Conan movie, there was like when he was wandering around from city to city, there'd be all these little areas on the outskirts of town, and I kind of like the idea of that, even if I don't even get people to build here, or if I don't put thralls in here. But I probably will try to do something to make it look neat. And like I said before about putting the thrall wheel of pain up there, I don't really have anywhere in the entire base that's big enough to house the livestock pens that are needed to train animals. So I decided what I'm probably going to do is build some stairs down to this lower area here and use the space here, because this is very flat. This is perfect. I mean, I don't know what the foundations would be here, but I'm pretty sure this would be perfect to put some of those animal training things here, because it's not going anywhere. There's no stairs down. There's no gaps. It seemed like a good place to do it, and I can easily have some steps going down there and over here. That would be very, you don't need the animal training stuff inside anyway. It's just a big pen, basically. So that's for the future. I don't even have the ability to build either one of these yet. They're in the level up thing, and we're about ready to level up. So I think that's about it. I'm going to go down into our cave. And of course my I always loot this little box down here because, hey, if it's going to respawn stuff, there's always some good things in there. Yep, that's good stuff. Okay, so I am planning on trekking all the way over to here. It's going to take some time. I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to turn on the cheat and fly over there. What all I'm going to do is pause the game and basically haul ass across the desert. I'm probably going to just go straight across because it's pretty level with where we are. I'm really glad I picked this location to build because this is just, as you can see now that we haven't looked at this map in a while, but here's all the eyes with the little rays coming out. Those are the Darfari camps, and then the dogs of the desert are all these little like claw slashes, and then the black hand, and we are right smack in the middle of all three of them. And I think that was really, I think that's just great. It just enables us to interact with all these different people so much more. And if you notice, after I built the upgraded shrine, we now have it on the map. It just automatically put it here. The altar of Zath. So that's all a part of our compound there. That's how big our that compound is. That's where our bedroom is, and that's where the shrine is, the altar. Um, yeah, I think that's basically what I'm going to do. Might as well pause it here. Let's see. Have we gotten... Yeah, it only took about 15 minutes to go through, so that's good. It's a good start of keeping this to a fast-paced playthrough. So rather than recording the next 45 minutes of me traveling across the desert, you're going to just teleport to it. So you will. So I'll see you in a split second. Oh, guys. No, we're not there yet. I just came across something I just triggered a memory I should share with you guys. So we're at that hand. Remember the harlot's tale? Oh, these gators followed me up from the river. Wow. That was, alright. You want to be a pain in the butt. Those gators followed me up from the river below because gators love hunting in mountainsides. That's very realistic, guys. Very realistic. Didn't even know they were back there. I didn't hear them growling or anything until it was too late. Okay, well, I had the stupid cloak on anyway, so I had to get into cheat just to turn the stupid thing off, so I might as well just take advantage and zip over there. Yeah, stupid gators followed me up from the river here. Up, up, and up, and up. That's stupid. Alright. The Harlot's Tale. Remember, we last read one of her stories, and she was at the Darfari camp. We all, at least I assumed, she was going to get eaten. Well, there was a chapter 9 of her story. Cannibal savages, I have made my way, or cannibal savages, I have made my way here, as it seems they will not come close to this area, but the wretched bastards have beaten me still. Something courses through my veins, not the fiery visions of the lotus or the blissful dreams of the poppy, but a dark swirling maelstrom of pain that hovers beneath a tentacled shadow. I should never have drunk their infernal concoction. It is becoming difficult to move. Zath Takem. Turns out she's a Zathite. I see now what the dream foretold, a premonition. I go to the embrace of Zath willingly. Perhaps in his afterlife there are beds of the finest spider silk. So That's what became of the harlot. That's her last chapter, I'm sure. So anyway, I came across this the other day and I read it. I was like, oh, okay. So that's the Harlot's Tale. We've read so many parts of her. I don't think we've read all of them, but we've read most of them over the course of our journeys. But they're all out of order. We've been jumping all over them. But anyway, I'm going to pause the game again and continue the trek because it's still quite a ways away. I haven't even gotten to the forbidden unnamed city area yet. So I'm going to pause it again. Okay, back again. No, we're not there yet, but I'm making progress. Held up. I've been mining some metal and uh, coal that I've come across. We're currently just getting ready to cross the southern part of this desert, which we haven't spent a whole lot of time on. But what little time I have been here has been in the north. But there's this place up here that I figure we might as well ping this. See if I can avoid these stupid snakes that I forgot about. Snakies and scorpions. Big snakes, little snakes. The little snakes are very poisonous. I just assume avoid them. I don't want it to burn through all my healing. Try to outmaneuver them. Big old rhino. Big old gators. Can't catch me out here, gators, because you can't swim. You can climb mountains and hunt me down, but for some reason you can't swim. That's realism. I have no idea whether these guys are hostile or not. I just wanted to check them out. Oh, there's a little note thing here. Oh, Ofrian Journal. I feel ill at ease here. I do not know what happened to the builders that began this project, but I cannot imagine their fates being pleasant. Braga climbed the scaffolding and threw himself off onto the back of an antelope, which he killed with a brutal wrench in the neck. Tomorrow we'll continue our journey west towards the ruins. So here's the 6th journal, which I don't think I'd read. I might have read this before in some playthrough, but that's our two guys that were that came across the bridge and so forth. It's part of their story. Big statue being built. And another note. What's this? Torn diary. This wretched heat. It spoils me faster than a she-mite runs from battle. My search for the essence of pure flavor brought me here, but I fear nothing can be learned from this scorching hell. What tidbits I have managed to learn I have written down at the back of this journal. Some more useful than others. So we learn Specialist Cooking 7, which probably means there's more food in our oven that we can cook now. Never really put 2 to 2 together. Man, this is a desolate area. Well, you can tell there aren't any camps out there. I have no idea. These people will probably attack me when I get close to them, but I don't know what the heck's going on here. I don't know if this is something from the past or if it's something for the future, but it's definitely going to be big, whatever the heck it is. These are huge statues. These are worshippers of Mitra. They're not going to be happy with me. They're not attacking me on sight, so if I keep my distance. A little arena here. They're one of the more peaceful of the religions, I've noticed. They don't go out of their way to be total a-holes, unlike, the cannibals and the assassins and the Crom, who doesn't give a crap about anybody but Crom. Okay. get my ping. Okay. Yeah, somewhere over there there's got to be a gap. That's where we're going. Trying to avoid... Well, I'm going to head to that little thing because I see that big snake there, and I don't know if it's a boss snake or if it's just a snake. If it's just another big snake. Haven't had much luck fighting big snakes, have we? Or big spiders, for that matter. Can't help myself. There are so many things that need to be smelted and heated. I mean, I have to take all of this iron and all the coal I can get. Get it, but I mean, it's just dotting this whole hillside. You know, I upgraded this to the next level, and it takes just as long to smack through these as the steel does. So the hardened steel isn't, I don't know, it does generate more of the resource, I'll say that. A little more. Oh, you stupid snakes. See, I just can't target these stupid little things because they're on the ground. Ugh. Poisonous, and poison's still coursing through me. It's part of the reason why I don't really want to hunt these, because it doesn't get me that much. I got more reptile hide than I know what to do with. I'm trying to use this stuff up. And that one too. I guess I didn't need that one. This outfit doesn't look ideal for crossing a desert. Those big snakes are kind of easy to beat with a bow and arrow because they always follow through with their body. So you just aim at a solid mass. Getting a little better with my bow. Yeah, it wasn't a big boss snake or anything. It was this little area was kind of isolated, and I figured, well, maybe there's something out there, but nope, nothing out here. There's the camp we raided. So, and the jackal guy that sent us to that animal realm place, Midnight Grove or whatever it was called, it's over there. So we didn't cross the southern part of this little desert, so I figured, I might as well just go ahead and do it. There's a big nasty. Oh, that's just a regular one, but I can avoid him. Oh, just get over it. So, ping something. Sand Scour Pass. Well, there's a big critter. Wonder if we can take him on. I'm guessing not. But if I'm going to do it, let's try it from a height that he won't reach us, probably. Notice I said probably. Oh, we gotta eat something too while I'm up here. Might as well see what I have left in my food stores. Yep. Burn through that. I'm doing amount of damage. Problem is when he runs off like that, it probably means he's healing back up. I have to kind of keep him on us. I'm just going to burn through all my arrows doing this, though. I can do a lot more damage if I just fought him legit. How about we do that? Well, maybe I should have put a bedroll on top of that little hillside. Okay, he won. I'm not going to fight him again. Yep, he got the best of me. And once again, I'm going to use my little teleporter, my pseudo teleporter, to catch us back up to where I left off. Oh, crap. Doo-doo-doo. It's alright, it's not the end of the world. What's one more monster that got the better of me? Oop, got a little too far north. Okay. I mean, I figured he was going to be tougher than me, but I figured I'd be able to dodge out of the way, you know? I didn't think he was just going to woof woof dead. When I saw how much damage he did, that's all I was hoping to do was just roll out and run away, but he's so huge. What the heck is hissing at me? Yeah. So we already died twice on this little trek. That's alright. What? You want to live forever? That's a Conan quote. Okay. No, I'm not going to fight these twerps. Not for what little they're valued. Alright, get back to our movement here. Alright. This is where I wanted to be. Kyle Stronghold, but that thing's not pinged. Scorpions. Thirsty scorpions. Light corruption. Why am I enduring light corruption right now? It's just a location. Something I've consumed? I don't know. there's a potion. It's a yellow potion, and I don't have any on me that can cure it. Well, I know we're going to the city. I'm just going to hang out with the dancers, and they'll remove all this corruption, so I'm not too concerned. Got to be careful when you... Sorcerers need corruption to develop, but it does sap your permanent health and stamina. I already attuned it. Well, I figured this thing would have a named location, and it doesn't. That's the reason why I went there. I thought maybe I hadn't been there yet. Oh, look at all that iron. All that juicy iron. This won't take too long. By the time I get back, we're going to need to restock all those cookers. We need iron itself. Iron is used for stuff on its own. Steel, which is made from iron, is also used on its own. And hardened steel is used for stuff. So really stretching it thin how much we utilize this stuff. There's so much iron here. I said I was going to avoid all the boring stuff, but, can't avoid all of it. I could bypass this stuff, but we need this so badly. This will keep our furnaces fed for quite a while. Okay, where are we at? We're actually going in the right direction, so I thought I was going to have to turn to my left a lot more, but turns out I'm going the way I want to go. Now I got to turn left a little. This should be the oasis. Yep, there it is. We've got the border of the town right there. Okay. Whack some of this. God, so much iron. Oh my. I can't wait to see how much of this I have in the inventory. I'm over 3,000. Unbelievable. Okay, we finally made it to the city. So, there are a couple of things we need to do here. Thanks, guys. I always forget there's a thing there. The city just goes off in so many different directions, and I always forget how to get where I want to go. Here's the inn. The tavern. Let's get rid of this corruption. Look at all those stacks. It's a lot of coal too. Fill up the water. You gotta remind me to fill up the water. Otherwise we're doing pretty good. Haven't really picked up that much stuff other than the materials, the metal and stuff. Oh, we had to talk to him anyway.
So you live. Any fool. I have traveled. There is a woman. I freed her from the cross just as I did you. I followed her trail across the Exiled Lands. I missed her here by a scant few hours. She had left in search of a map room and a way to free herself from the Exiled Lands. Her trail ended in the map room. She was gone and all of her companions slaughtered. Listen.
Yeah, Razma.
If you have news of Razma of Shem,
so after we talk to Razma,
here until the wine runs out.
We should come back here and talk to him again. I just gotta remember where the heck her house is. First off, I want to get this, fill up the canteens. Okay, that's handled. Food. There's some pork. Some of that. Where is her house? I know it's on the right side of an area. It's not on the interior, but I don't know which section of town it's in. And this town is brawling. Setites. She doesn't live in the Setite part of town, so it's got to be one of the other little burbs. There's several of them. I just gotta. Someday I'm gonna memorize this town, but I haven't gotten there yet. Here's the merchant district. Almost all these people have one thing for sale. If you have the exact thing they're looking for, they can trade it with you. Yay. Okay, it's not in this space. This is the slave circuit. It's not there. It's not there either.
Hey! Woo-hoo!
Got it. There it is. Alright, it's a little dark. Razma of Shem.
I wanted to thank you.
The woman that you met in those ruins, that was not me. She was ancient and wicked and powerful.
Alright, let's talk.
You almost killed me in that city. I cannot begrudge you that. Such a terrible, awesome creation. While I wore the mask, I was somebody else. I was something else.
That's the mask.
Such power and knowledge. I stood on an island in a vast ocean. I could see across the water in every direction. And that ocean was time. I'm sorry. It is difficult to describe.
Are you a ghost? Your feet are in the floor.
All I have are fragments. Her memories evaporate from my mind like mists above the oasis. If you have questions, you must ask them quickly. My mind is leaking, purging itself of all traces of that woman. She knew so much about these bracelets we wear, about the giant kings and the ancient war, about the darkness that lurks in the volcano, and... Just ask, friend, before I lose the nerve to speak. The bracelets. She made them together with the giant kings. The bracelets were imbued with the power of 7 artifacts. The Witch Queen's mask, the diadem of the giant kings, the tears of 2 races, the shining trapezahedron, the star of the champion, the heart of the sands, and the black ring of Set.
Those are the things we
The
need to
bracelets
gather.
were created to translate any language for the wearer, to allow swift movement around the Empire, and to allow communication and recording through the lore stones. It was only later, when the war began, that the Queen suspected that the giant kings had included a death weave in the sorcery. Any who tried to flee their control were simply killed by the curse wall.
Those relics she mentioned. Apparently, you have to gather all of them together, and that enables you to remove the bracelet without killing yourself, and basically ends the game. You escape the Exiled Lands. So, if you want to make that your goal, I guess that's your goal. But most players just say, "Well, I don't want to just quit the game." So,
Her people, the Lemurians, were the remnant of a desperate race. Her memories before the Exiled Lands are vague and confused. Flashes of an island kingdom, sinking as the world heaves. A people being subjugated with fire and sorcery. An escape, and a long, treacherous journey into the West. I'm sorry. It's fading so quickly. I remember a daughter, Telleth, and a great betrayal. And a grandchild. She was a mother and a grandmother. She knew what it was to be a slave, and didn't want that for any of her people. She would stop at nothing to prevent it from happening again. Can you blame her? Her mind shies away from 2 things. Her grandchild, and what her people found in the volcano. Her grandchild was not truly human. Zoltar? He was a hostage, or something else. I'm sorry. For her, these memories were laden with emotion. I see a beloved daughter, and a hated foe, and a child that brings hope. It is so very unclear. As for what her people discovered at the volcano, horror, anger, and disgust, and fear. This is the only memory where the Witch Queen of Lemuria felt fear. I truly don't know what I will do now that I have my freedom. Conan has offered to accompany me north, back to my home city in Shem. My palace awaits me, and the pampered life of a princess of Shem. But my enemies, the ones who sent me here, they also await me there. Perhaps instead, I will travel with Conan a while, see the world by his side. He is formidable, yes, for a barbarian. You almost killed me in that city.
I think that's it.
I cannot begrudge you that. Such a terrible, awesome
So,
creation.
that's all it is. It's just a little story.
I was somebody else.
I was supposed to tell Conan, but apparently she has already talked to Conan, so I think if I if I go back and talk to Conan, I'm betting anything he won't have any I'm sure he won't have any new dialogue. I mean, he's the one that directs you to. I'm supposed to tell him if I ever run across her. Well, I ran across her, and I'll go back and talk to him, and he won't say anything. So, if he does, fantastic. I just don't think he's gonna. Is this the Iron Reserve for the town? There's probably a bunch more up above, but I'll be satisfied with this little bit. So I'll go back to the bar one more time just in case there is additional dialogue with Conan, but I doubt it. Ah, this city. I don't know why I have such a hard time navigating in it, but I'm even more lost. Ah, I gotta cross the water.
In the name of Set, identify yourself.
Stupid Setites. What is their problem? Okay. Get out of the Setite area and back into the semi-sane part of the city. Yeah, I passed that iron, didn't I? Boom. Standard with 2 snakes.
So you live.
Nope, same dialogue as before.
Tell me, have you had a good chance to look around? Seen your fill of these exiled lands?
Yep. Okay, so
It's not too late to get back on that.
that's where we're going next. And we're already near the exit we need to be at. Okay, enough of that. Bum. Scorpions and rhinos. I think that's a boss rhino. I don't need to fight you, big dude. I got other fish to fry. I'm not going after scorpions because I know I'm heading to a big scorpion nest, so I'll have my fill of them soon enough. Why waste time on them now? Okay. Bleeding damage. Gotta love it. I'm out of hardened steel, so that thing's gonna be of. Once that gets worn out, I'll have to switch off to the pickaxe, but that's fine. Looky what we got here. Silverstone. There we go. Alright, we're gonna have to fight one-handed through a lot of this, I'm afraid, because it's so dark. So I'm gonna have to equip this. Tunnel goes off in a lot of directions, and the rails go one way. I'm assuming the rails go where we're gonna end up, so I might as well take all the little side areas now. Hey, what's this? Journal. I never thought I would see this much silver in my entire life. This place is a gold mine. Well, technically it's a silver mine. Well, obviously it's not. It's a silver mine. Who cares? It's not like anyone is going to read this journal. I don't even know why I write it. Thran has gone back to Supper Maru to find us more explosives to dig deeper, as he believes veins stretching further down into the mountains. If we dig much further, we'll end up in the wine cellar. The less said about that place, the better, really. Thrawn already blocked the way to it by collapsing the tunnel there. Whatever darkness lurks in that place is not something I care to think about. Instead, we are making progress towards the west, following a promising vein downwards. Meanwhile, there's this little area over here with the scorpion. A lot of stuff. Food stores that I can't access. Barrels that I can't access. Boxes that I can't access. Remember, we are not, I repeat, not digging towards the southwest. Get that into your thick skulls, you cretins. If you do, I'll throw you in there myself. That's all foreshadowing. That wine cellar is a nasty, nasty dungeon. How do I create this little area? I mean, it's great, it's visual, but there's nothing here to loot. Okay, now remember, if we die, they're going to send us back to the beginning of this stupid thing. This is a twisty little railroad. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's what he digs underground. Pretty sure that's a glitch. Glitch or a feature? I love this. They kind of hide the rock in, so it makes you actually mine it out. That thing does a lot of damage. Curious if there's anything hidden behind this big wall of mineable stone. You know, if you were a creative designer, you'd put something back here, make somebody dig it all out. If you're a cold-hearted son of a bitch, you're just gonna have people waste their time digging for nothing. You know, there's at least one piece of silver in here. Yeah, it looks like it's about the only one. Crystals. Yeah, we're not supposed to go to the southwest. Ooh, we got all sorts of scorpions in here. You know what? I gotta make sure I have some health ready to, in case there's a real bad section. I don't see anything moving around, but there might be. Well, this is iron. Still worth mining. A lot of it, jeez. That's silver. It is coal. Get my stupid light back on. And more iron. And I'm going to have so much smelting to do when I get back. There's some silver. Silver's not worth near as much as gold, but the only place I've been able to find any gold stone was up north. Either in the lava country or in the frozen, cased in ice. Keep my eye open for those journals. They're not always easy to spot or in obvious locations. Holy crap! Alright. How about we run? God. Jeez. Okay, we need water. And some food. Let's see. Need a couple of grubs. A little bit of extra protein. Okay, there's a journal. I'm the last one. I'm writing this in case anyone should find this. Don't go any further. We managed to retreat back up to this part of the cave. Scorpions seem unwilling to leave their den, at least for the time being. Don't go there. That monster is still there. Me and the rest of the survivors are leaving. Sod the silver. Well, the silver's nice, but the scorpion's also a worthy opponent. This is a pretty good mine. Got a lot of iron, a lot of coal, and a lot of silver. It also has a lot of scorpions. That's the downside. It's like having a really good house and a really crappy HOA. Or so I'm told. Yeah, it's the second level up I've had today. Touched my skills yet, but I've been increasing their attributes as I've gone. So that's something else to look forward to. Once I get back to the base, we'll see what new techs I can learn. Learn how to build a drawbridge. I haven't found a place to put it yet, though. A lot of the building structures I've learned, they're expensive, require a lot of resources, a lot of the special wood and metal. Man. Heck, maybe I shouldn't have mined so much outside. I didn't realize this thing was... I mean, I knew there was silver in here. I didn't know there was so much coal and iron, though. Up to 6,000 iron. Not mineable. Okay, that's further into the thing. So let's wrap up our excursion in this part. Oh, it finally broke. Okay, well, if worse comes to worse, if this thing wears out, I'll be back to having to hand build a stone pick. Anything else over here? I think this just goes back around to the stuff I've already got. Okay, next portion. Oop. Look at all this. How the heck are you supposed to mine this? Not even sure what I'm getting. So I'm getting a lot of silver stone. Am I getting silver dust too? Because I need a lot of silver dust. I don't see any. Just silver stone. There's recipes that require silver dust that are kind of crucial, but I haven't been able to acquire much of it. Okay, I think we got all this. Now we can go deeper into the cave. To the scorpion den. This isn't part of it. This is built. Scorpions didn't build this floor, or they used pillars. Sounds like I'm walking across a boat dock. Alright, I'm gonna switch off to the bow here. I don't see anything. Yeah, by the way, I'm running into this space. It's not letting me jump off the edge, which I think is kind of weird. They don't have those kind of safeties anywhere else. Oh, here's something. Some kind of a shield on here? What's the deal? No, for whatever reason, it's not doing it. Shoot, there's another scorpion. Won't let me shoot at the dang thing. Okay. Holy crap. Stop locking on. Okay, I got rid of all the little guys. How are we going to deal with this thing? This thing does more damage than anything else, but it's not fast. My ability to dodge is severely compromised. Oh, I'm using the wrong damn weapon. This thing is too hard to fight on. This. Oh my god! Keep. Oh, this is really pissing me off. I'm gonna die. I can't move fast enough to get out of the damn way. Keep hitting the wrong damn buttons when I try to heal because I'm usually putting that in the top slot. This thing isn't going to do enough damage. Especially when I can't move. Just keep running. God, you need to really slow down to an absolute crawl. I can bypass them. Wish I had some grenades. Which I'll bet I can't climb this. Yep. I need to switch off to some different healing potions, but I need time to switch. Put it in the wrong spot. No, it didn't even equip it. That thing keeps respawning. He does a double strike, it puts him out of range. Damn it! I have to get my other potion equipped. This isn't near as good a potion, but... Alright, I think I can get him if I can hit and fade, because he does his little strike. That's about all I can do. Ooh, that one caught me off guard. got this. It's a little dance we're doing here. Until he does that spinning thing again. It's timing with a big heavy weapon. At least it gives me plenty of time to respawn my stamina. Oh, it's not, don't switch directions. I'm not having as much luck going to my right. $13, $12, $11, $10, whoop, going the wrong direction again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 'Knew that was coming. God, you son of a buck. That was a nasty boss fight. Let's hope that's the nastiest one we have to face. I don't think I can get a trophy out of this, but I'm going to equip this anyway. Give it at least one whack. We got our skeleton key. I'll switch back to this. Actually, the pickaxe is what I want. I want to pick the thing. Okay, well we got the key, which means there should be a chest around here we can open. Okay, where's my... There we are. I know there's at least a little bit of minerals, because I saw some glowing things over there. Oh yeah, I forgot about these guys too. Alright, he gave us a key, which means there's definitely a chest around here. There's certain chests that can't be opened if you don't have a key. And all the boss monsters, the big bosses, all have a drop a key that you can use to open up those things. I've already got a couple stockpiled up. See, I got a couple of these. Skeleton key, that's the key to Rosmo's quarters, we already used it. A couple of skeletons. Oh, can't fix that. We're gonna have to make a regular torch. It's not that it's that dark in here, but the light does help kind of with the color distinction. It makes things just bright enough that you can kind of distinguish between items. Oh, you didn't. You didn't just get stuck. Oh, you piece of... Oh, crap. I don't know what people do without using cheats, because there are certain areas Granted, it's not that many. I haven't gotten trapped in the environment very often in this game compared to certain other games I won't mention. Um, the environment has been pretty good, but every once in a while, in these, it's always in these zones. It seems like it's like when I got trapped in that the gates that sealed that lit up for the that Midnight Grove area, and then the glitch with the Rasma. She fell through the environment for no reason. I don't know what that stuff is. Can't climb it. Dang it! Gave me a chest key and I have no chest. God dang it, there is another dang scorpion. That one... This is bright silverstone. This stuff is almost glowing. I don't want to fight another dang giant scorpion. That one took all my energy. Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's a huge one up there. Must be a sandstorm out there right now. It's not hitting me. I don't know. My health's not going down. Until it blows over, I can't do much. I know I'm safe here because it hasn't hit me yet, but I'm afraid if I walk out into that stuff, it could hurt me, so. And I don't even have the little protector mask anymore. Alright, I'm switching that. Come on, blow over. Okay. So what I want to do here is kind of draw these guys out. Because they're not that hard to kill, even with this thing. See? It's a few arrows. Okay. I'm afraid that one up there, though, is a boss. Like, potentially worse than the one we just faced. It's huge. Look at that bloated body. And subordinates. Somehow I doubt I'm going to be able to dance around this thing. Shoot. Well, let's see what our strategy is. Okay, let's try using the correct sword. Okay. Wee. That's the wrong sword. What the frag? Where is my sword? friggin' believable. Alright, gotta get these little ones. One swing can kill all the little three. Move! Why are you standing there admiring your strike? Oh, for Christ's sake. If I have to go all the way back to the beginning of this whole damn dungeon just because this stuff is happening, I'm gonna be so pissed. Got one more little one to kill. And then I can concentrate on the big mama. Move, move, move! Great, this one has like twice as number of hit points that the other one had. I'm gonna use the same strategy. It's just gonna take forever. Stupid slow swing. Move! Oh my god, this weapon is so slow. I can't dodge this direction very well. We're okay as long as it doesn't do that spin move. Because that's the only thing that can really knock me around from close range. Those thrusts, I can dodge those. Oh, well nice. Let's bring this guy back out. Alright, that must be an ability of theirs. I should bring my little spider into this fight. I didn't equip it though, and trying to equip it now is going to be a major pain in the ass. I mean, I don't think it's going to do much damage, but it'd be a target. Probably just get in my way. Well, it's down to 8,000. The cumulative damage on the bleeding is just well worth it. Oh, dodged at the right time. Hope you guys aren't getting dizzy. Just stay focused in the middle of the screen. That's what I do. Got a lot of experience fighting with daggers. Ah, that got me. Luckily, that little thrust attack that it does is pretty easy to dodge, and it's kind of slow to develop. It's like the alligator attack. It's just, you got plenty of time to get out of the way. Kind of times it too much. Telegraphs it. That's what I was trying to get to. Dodged, but took some of the damage. like being up here, this middle of this. I want to get back out in the open here. A little bit more. I could switch back to the heavier weapon now and try to just clobber him till the end. Probably wouldn't take as much time. I just know that the cumulative damage on these strikes is really killing her. I don't think I'm doing more damage. I don't know, maybe it's going down, but 31, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24. Switch back. I like the speed of these better. And again, the thing responds. That's the other boss! Now I have to fight them both at the same time? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that is so unfair. This is fucking so unfair. I was just about ready to kill this thing. Oh my god. This is so just freaking... Alright, so I climbed back down this stupid cave using the cheat mode. Oh, I guess he died off on damage on his own. Even with God mode turned on, it took me another, I don't know, more than 5 minutes to take him down. I came back down, he was fully healed, of course. The other scorpion was still dead. So, I wasn't going to get screwed over like that, sorry. This thing was almost dead. I mean, he was another one or two more combinations away from being dead. And then to respawn the other boss at full health, that's unacceptable. Alright, we got another set of blades I can use. I had to switch over to my holy blades this time because of the amount of damage that the other blades had taken. Oh, God. Ooh, got all sorts of good stuff out of that corpus. Yeah, so I was going to have the tail end and, kill him, but I guess he had taken so much damage from my cumulative blades that he just died on me. Right when I went into pause mode, or not pause mode, but... God. Unbelievable. That's just... I mean, he was dead. He was basically in his last breath. I mean, that's just, oh, I was irate. I didn't lose my cool. I just said, you know what? There's no reason for you guys to watch this. All I did was they respawned me back at the beginning of the whole dungeon. So I decided, oh, screw it. I'm going to turn on God mode. I'm going to fly into the bowels of this place and beat the guy again, which is exactly what I did. Without the cheat mode in, yeah, I could have done the same thing over. It would have taken another 20 minutes, 30 minutes. At least it didn't make me fight the other boss again, because that thing completely disappeared. He is out there still. He's back there. But it didn't bother me in this fight, so I said, screw it. I'm just going to go finish the fight I started. Because I already beat that guy. I wasn't going to have to beat him again. Oh my god! What is it with these people? Most annoying. They just love respawning stuff. The people that designed this game are just constantly respawn stuff. God. I'm getting hot. Can't climb that, so I don't know if there's anything over there or not. Well, we got through the dungeon. Basically beat him without having to cheat, but of course they ruined that. I thought this looked weird. Scorpion Queen Venom. It's probably a potion or something I can do at my alchemy desk. Where's this gonna dump us? Well, those are almost broken. Let's fix them up. Oh, can't have any more silk. Can't fix that, can't fix that. So let's try on the new daggers. Since they're really high damage. I want to re-equip these for a second, see if I can repair them. There we go. Couldn't do that in the middle of combat. So those do 28 damage. So yeah, the blades that we just won, Akbatanan blades, daggers of Akbatanan steel, 44 damage. Have to put that away first. Of course, it's the same combat maneuvers, but still. I wonder where they're dumping. Ooh. Just at the entrance. Still, that was well worth, going through that. We got a ton of silver. Not to mention the amount of iron we managed to milk out of that place, besides what I already found outside. Yeah, Scorpion Ward, it's just a shield, and I don't use shields, but does some health damage. Shield made of the hardened carapace of the Scorpion Queen. Doesn't do me any good using a two-handed bladed weapon. Can't use a shield with it, so that's why I've never really gotten into using them. Between the two-handed weapons, like the two-handed sword and the spear, the bow and arrow, the daggers, none of those can use a shield, so I never bothered to mess with the dumb thing. I mean, it's good with a mace, it's good with the short sword, Good with a longsword, I think, and that's, it's about it. Axe. Some of the smaller axes, I guess. Iron and silver from him. Of course I'm going to mine him. I thought this would be a really good place in this area. You can't build a base here, but if you can find a spot suitable in the area, this would be a decent place to build a base. If only for the ready availability of all that silverstone, because this is all going to respawn. And you can always go back into the cave and get a bunch more. It's not like you have to go down to the bowels and face the scorpions, the scorpion king and queen every freaking time. You can just mine it for silver and exit. Okay. Explore around just a bit before I take off. And I've already decided, since we've gathered a shootload of so many resources, so much steel, so much coal, so much silver, I'm just going to fly home. Just because it'll be a shorter video that way. Otherwise, I'd have to pause it again and I love the ghost footprints that appear. Anything up here? Oh, just a flat top. I mean, it's not exactly a hospitable terrain. There's not an abundance of wood, at least not right here, and there's no water at all. So it's not exactly an ideal home base location, but you put in a well, boom, there's your water source. There's plenty of iron, plenty of coal, a lot of stone. I mean, not much for trees, not trees you can actually cut down anyway. Wide open spaces, plenty though. Oh, plenty. Okay, so because I don't want to make this go on any farther, we need water, we need food. Let's get through this first. Okay, water and food. Okay. Home sweet home, and we got here just in time. Oh, wasn't that a fun little adventure? Okay. Doink doink. Do I have anything else turned on? I don't think so. Okay. Put that away. We're home. Let's get back into our comfy clothes. Oh, I didn't even show some of the last few things that I did because they were in here. I built this little thing so I could store stuff when I went away and I couldn't find anywhere else to put it. Here's that little shrine thing I mentioned earlier, the little statue of Zaph. I put a little basket in front of it so it's like a donations, like alms. You could, put your stuff there on your way into the city or our big castle. I don't know. Aside from that, I put in another couple of these little overhang things. Didn't do anything else out here. I was gonna show that before we left, and it just slipped my mind. Okay, well, we're gonna get this thing rolling for the next who knows how long it's gonna take to process all this iron. Boom, 3,700 plus. I should mention there's some other recipes I found. Another way I can make oil or tar, by throwing coal in that juicer. It turns coal into tar, which you can then take over to that cauldron thing, not the cauldron, the little brazier thing that's in the middle of the alchemy room to make the steel fire stuff. So I found a better way of doing it instead of processing um, all the furs. And something else I didn't mention, crystals. You can convert crystals into salt by throwing crystals in the grinder, and you can turn crystals into glass by throwing them into a furnace. So something else to take note of. I'm going to use some of this for building material, so I'm not going to turn all of this into brick, but might as well start the process. We're out of the consolidant, whatever it is, the solidifier stuff that turns it into hardened brick. So all this is going to do is create a ton of bricks. And it's going to need more coal too, so I'll throw that in there. I'll show you what I mean about the coal part up here. See? Turns coal into tar. Well, the last of the fish died in here. Got some juice. Anything else I want to squish up? I don't know if there's anything I can squish up. No, those get ground. I need, that's the one right there. That gets bloodified. I think that's it for that stuff. Pick that out. See, this is what I need silver dust for, to make the alchemical base. I don't even have that much gold dust. I have plenty of ichor. But, for whatever reason, I don't know where all this dust is. I don't know how I make the dust. They don't exactly provide you with a lot of recipes for this stuff, and I haven't gone online to figure it out. Dragon powder needs demon blood. I got plenty of that. I don't know if I have any on me. A little bit. I need 75 of that steel fire, which just takes a while to bake. And yeah, I need more of that. More resin. I haven't been chopping too many trees down, so I'm a little short of resin right now. Oh, potions galore. Don't really have a whole lot to add to this. A few things. Oh, some things to fix up otherwise. Not really much there either. Oh, well, that's the other thing I was going to do. Let's see, we leveled up again. One shy of getting to the next tier. Let's check out our knowledges. What do we want to unlock now? Still don't care about clan stuff or shields or the statues. Ironhead arrows are a long ways behind me. Paintings I could care less about. Alright. We're going to get that built. Now we can take thralls. I keep finding candles. I don't know why I'd want to make them. I keep finding so many of them. Dump any of this other old stuff that I want to get. Not really. I mean, I don't understand the advantages of going back and learning iron stuff. I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to use it. Now, if it unlocks something at a higher tier, maybe, but I still don't really care about the dyeing, although I kind of want to see what that does with my... If I can dye my clothing and armor. I don't really know what all that's for. Siege stuff, I haven't messed with it either. That's not really that advantageous unless you're doing player versus player stuff. So I don't think, why would I invest anything into that except just to do it? Yeah, I need more hatches. Studded iron mace. I'm not doing any blunt weapons. Stygian spear I'll probably get at some point. I've been meaning to get this one, but it's been expensive. The improved tannery, I'm just not sure what the advantages of it is, or are. Okay, instead of going down that way, let's start at the bottom and work up. Mammoth trophy. 3 points for that. Hardened steel punching daggers. Again, I'm looking at the damage. That does 28 damage, just less than the current weapons I have. It is a little more than the hardened steel daggers, I'll give it that. So maybe that's worth it, but it's 11 points. That's 27. I mean, hardened steel javelin, no. Science of the Ancients, radium gem, torch, and wall torch. That's visually, I'm approve. I'm gonna get that because I think that would be a good way to decorate our temple. Great sword, I don't need. Master weaponsmith. This is only 6 points. I should get that. Some interesting stuff, but yeah, I'll wait just a little bit. The hardened steel skinning knife and stuff, yeah, I need that. The hardened steel bow, that does 15 damage. My current bow does 10. That'd be a significant upgrade for my Hyrcanian bow. Are there any other bows up there that I need to examine? See that? That's the ancient bow. That does 15 as well. It's 11 points. I only got 14 left. So whatever I take. I really want to get this outfit. These are some interesting outfits. The Stygian soldier, the Aquilonian stuff, and the Zamorian stuff. Kind of cool looking. Ancient pike. Braziers, large water well. They're all good. It's just I can only get like one, maybe two of these. So I don't want to waste it. The vault stuff would be good, but I'm not really there yet. Nice, cool defenses. Where's the animal training stuff? There it is. Stables. Nope, that's the stables. That's the advanced higher level wheel of pain. Oh, which one of these would it be? That's religious stuff. It's clothing, weapons, tools. It's got to be under here. Decoration, survival, weapons, armor, and religion. Yeah, all these are DLC stuff I don't have. Furniture maker, apprentice, cartographer. has to do with horses. I haven't even messed with horses yet. No, because I haven't been doing these, it never became available. Alright, where are you at? It should be available, and I don't think I've unlocked it. Giving it a double check here. I'm not going to waste this on stables. Unless it leads to something else. There's the beekeeper. Vault. God dang it, I wish I could just hide all the DLC stuff on here. I don't want to see all the stuff I don't have access to. That's what I need. The tamer requires the other tamer. That's the thing I don't have. Well, where's the other tamer at? There it is, Apprentice Tamer. That's what I was looking for. Okay, now what does that leave me with? 11. So that's enough to get one more of these big things. Which one, though? Daggers, which are my go-to weapon of choice, but even those do half the damage as some of these other things. Well, the clothing. Or do I want to stick with building stuff? That's the thing. Or armor. Veneer. Couple of varieties, 2 or 3 varieties of Veneer sets from the north, but I can probably get by without that. I don't really want to get the stable. So dumb. I'm going to invest all these points into something. I'm going to make one of them and then never make it again. I've never done throwing axes. I think I want to upgrade the bow. And I think the ancient bow is the way I want to go. I just think it's a little more elegant. Okay, so that is that. Let's see what we got in here. There's those little light things. They require radium gems, which I don't have, but gives me something to look for. Spikes, just regular plain old spikes. Still working on my throne. Keep forgetting that. I'm gonna have to do probably the next thing I'm gonna do is do some more decorating of the building. A few more upgrades on the weapons. Weapon track. Oh yeah, we got the dragon bone stuff now. I found a bunch of dragon bones, so I'll be able to build some of those too. So what I need to do is examine, what is my best two-blade weapon? What is my best sword and pike and so forth, and just kind of craft those. That's going to take some time and analysis. Throw that in there. I didn't gather any wood, really. Okay, there's my bow. That thing does 15 damage. I already had the dragon bone one, but that requires an awful lot of materials. Primo materials. This isn't near as primo. It does require silk, which I'm going to have to probably do another run out there, out to the spider pit area and try to get some more silk, because I don't know if I have any on hand anymore. I consumed a lot of it crafting stuff. I got 16 left, and that's kind of earmarked for stuff over here. So, yeah, I'll probably have to go get some of that. Just getting a list. Oh, here's that drawbridge. I'm going to build one of those. I got everything in there except for the metal thingies. Go ahead and build that. Because then it gives me someplace I can, place it someplace. Also, let's see. Before I close this down, I'm going to put these two buildings out in the world. I just need to make sure I have the right materials. Good there. Good there. Yep. So I need to build a wheel of pain. 200 steel and twine. Do I have any plain steel in here? I got some crystals. Steel. Large quantities of steel. That's not a large quantity. That's not even steel, that's iron. And that's hardened. Okay, so I got enough to build the animal pen. Either one of them. And 50. Yeah, it's going to consume a ton of iron. And that needs, okay, sticks. I can get sticks. Got plenty of sticks. Alright, so I want to get these things built before I stop my recording. Let's see what we have in store here. God, I hope this fits up here, because I really don't know where else I'm going to put it. This is the small one. The big one should fit up here too, so. Bring thralls back here, and they basically, you feed them, and they work their way through this until they are compliant and become your servants, and then you can put them in your inventory, place them where you want to place them, and give them equipment and clothing and all that kind of stuff. And I can start taking thralls. I was avoiding that for the longest time. Faster than the elevator. Then see what I mean? This thing is huge. Alright, I just gotta get my body out of the way here. God, it is really only wanting to be in one spot. God, that thing fills up a ton of space. Yeah, there's just enough room back here that we can create our stairways. I don't have any stone on me, do I? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, that'll come down nicely. I'll have to get some stone laid, some foundations. Don't really like this out here, but I guess this is easier to access it from this side. So now I can go out and capture baby animals. You bring them back here, you stick them in the pen with food, and over time they will become docile, full adult animals that you can place, just like the thralls, in locations around your base. But you'll see how that works once I get that far. And since I can do it, I'm going to build a little animal feed. Bam. Right there. We can put food in there for the animals. And I gotta get that thrall pot up there. Periodically take food out of this pot in order not to starve. That's an emergency thing. Otherwise, everything's kind of built. I don't have anything else to upgrade. No new decorative items. Ah, the map room. Yeah, I found where that was. Did that off stream. Probably shouldn't have done that. I have no space for it anyway. I don't even know where I would put it if I knew where to put it. I filled in so many things. About the only place left is on top of some of the buildings if I flatten off some of the rooftops. I guess that's a lot of hardened steel. See, I put some crystal in there and that turned it into glass. Not sure how much glass I need. This is great. It's converting it faster than I can create it. Oh, hey, since I can't do this, boom, put the silver stone in there. Forgot about that. So now it'll make a bunch of 277 silver. Yeah, 277 silver bars out of that 833 bits of stone. So yeah, I'll get that out of the way. I think that's it, because everything else is kind of... See? Make a bunch of salt. I'm going to split that and split that. I don't need that much salt, but I'll put some of it in there. And the two body parts. Doink doink. Get those squished up. And get some more of that. I have a lot more of this stuff than I have seeds anymore. I don't have any seeds. Oh, there's go. No seeds. Plenty of seeds. Endless supply of this crap. And I gotta empty this out periodically because the... Oops. Oh, for God's sake. I don't need that much fabric. I don't need that much berries either, but alright, got that out of the way. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade weapons, maybe some armor, tools, and make some decorative stuff. So that's gonna require a lot more analysis, which isn't fun to watch. So I'm gonna call it there. I probably got a lot longer on this video than I intended. What are we up to? Just over 2 hours. That's not too bad. It's a little longer than the last few I made, but there were some cuts in here too. This is probably a good 3 hours worth of material if you count all the pauses that I did. So with that, hope you guys are enjoying this. Stay tuned for more. I'm planning on recording more.